Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Betsy Layne High School. It's a good set here for Friday night football action as the Betsy Layne Bobcats will play host to the Phelps Hornets. And myself, Corey Russell, will be on the call along with my partner, Chase Mims, a real familiar face here in the Betsy Layne world, and, you know, a guy that really got it done a lot here in the Betsy Layne field himself, who had a stellar career. And, you know, Chase, this Betsy Layne team coming in at 2-2, had a really good look at, really had an opportunity at being 3-1 and kind of let that one slide away there in Prestonsburg.
Yeah, that game at Prestonsburg was a hard-fought game both ways. Some mental mistakes here and there may have cost them the game, but honestly, I think that's a learning experience to come out here and play their best football.
Yeah, you know, I think you're exactly right. And this Betsy Layne team coming away with a big win last week on the road at 42-6 against that Knott County Central team. You know, as both teams coming out here on the field right now, as far as this Phelps team goes, flipping on the other side of the coin there, this Phelps Hornets team looking at 0-4 on the season, a young Phelps football team, and not a huge roster out here. Don't have a whole lot of kids, but a decent turnout for the size of the school. You know, 22 kids on the roster, and I know Phelps is coming in and hoping to get some momentum going on this season right now.
Yeah, Phelps, they're usually a hard-nosed team. They'll run it at you. They'll play hard. So no matter the size of the kids or how many numbers, I mean, they're going to play out here, play their hardest.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. You know, I think we're in for a really good football game tonight here, and a lot of good football action here Friday night on what's actually a much cooler football game, and much like the fall season is actually set in on us, first day of fall, and you know, before everyone come out to the middle of the field here, we had a lot of really cool homecoming festivities, a lot of cool stuff. So for anyone listening on the broadcast, we will play that after the game. So if anyone's interested in who come away with that 2022 fall football homecoming queen, stay tuned after the game and we will have live coverage on that. For now, we got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go before kickoff. Betsy Layne and Phelps are at the midfield and taking instructions from the referee and their respective coaches. We'll step away and take a break, and we'll get back with live action on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text, or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and drive-thrus at both locations at the intersection in Allen and off Route 80 at Eastern.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne football here at the Betsy Layne complex, as the coin toss has already happened, and both teams have went back to their respective huddles to get a little bit of last-minute instruction. Betsy Layne did win the toss, and they have deferred to the second half as the Phelps Hornets will look to receive the ball and get their offense going early and try to come up here and make a quick statement on this Betsy Layne football team. You know, Chase, I think if they can come out of the gate a little bit early, set the tone early, maybe try to control the clock a little bit, you know, may have an opportunity to sneak in and surprise some people around here in Betsy Layne country.
Yeah, this is no team to sleep on. I mean, they are hard. I mean, I've said this before, they're a hard nose. They will run it down your throat. I mean, they play grown men football.
You know, and this Phelps team, you know, they've put up some numbers on the season. You know, last two games they've been in double-digit scoring. They've, you know, played Pineville and Montcalm. The Prestonsburg game got a little bit away from them, but they were able to put some points up on that Prestonsburg defense. This Betsy Layne Bobcat team also, going on the road to play Prestonsburg, didn't do a whole lot more than the 14 points against Prestonsburg. So, as the clock ticks down to 0, here we go. We're going to have live action here very shortly, and we'll see what both teams can do here. And kind of excited to see what Phelps brings up on the road here. With this Betsy Layne team, I think they're going to try to continue to impose their will like they have much in the season. On this 2-2 record, they've really looked to stretch the field a lot, looked to really mix in a lot of different types of offensive calls. Talk to us a little bit, Chase, about what their quarterback's going to be doing, what you think he may be doing, and looking forward to extend this offense.
Yeah, number 9, Carter Parsons. I mean, he's going to come out here. He's a young quarterback. He just come out here. He's going to play. He's a playmaker. He has been his whole life, so he'll come out here and play some. But if they put Brady Robinson back in there, I mean, he's a player to watch. Fast, quick, lethal. I mean, but the main person I'm rooting to see right here is Reese Music. He's 3rd statewide in rushing. So, I mean, he's getting an average of 188 yards a game rushing.
Wow, that's something that's kind of unheard of in this area. Is a lot of these tailbacks in the Eastern Kentucky leading the state in the rushing average, and really cool for him to knock out 188 yards per game. That's really unreal. And like you said, they also got a little bit of attack coming from Brady Robinson there as well. And as far as this Phelps team, we don't have a whole lot of stats that we've been able to find on them. So something that we can't really bring to the table is a lot of information as far as what they've done in the season. But nonetheless, they've been able to field the 4 games in a row, and they're playing well and they're hanging in there. So it looks like we're getting ready for the kickoff right here. As who will be kicking this off for us? Music will kick it off, and a little squib kick down the center. The up man from Phelps will pick it up. Nice return for Phelps, as they'll bring it out about to the near midfield. They'll look to start their offense early here and try to get something going off. And I anticipate they'll probably try to keep it on the ground a little bit early, Chase, and see what they can figure out.
Yeah, just to see what this Betsy Layne defense is going to do. If they're going to blitz the entire time, if they're going to put 4 people back in coverage, just get a good little couple runs in and see what happens from there.
Absolutely. And let's see what this Phelps team will come out, and looks like they're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Kind of keep it tight right here with one back in the backfield with the quarterback. A little fumble on the play early, as Phelps will pick it up and run it out of bounds for probably what would be considered about a no gain. I'd say we'll keep it there for maybe about a loss of a yard, actually, for about a 2nd and 11 on this early offense for Phelps.
Yeah, that first play, that just gets your nerves out. Yeah, this second play will be a good play right here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Sometimes as they travel on the road, these young guys, a young Phelps team, like we said, trying to get those nerves going and just trying to extend this thing, get this season going in the right direction for them, as they've struggled a little early. And they'll come out again in a shotgun formation with one back in the backfield. Not sending anyone out in receivers. They'll send motion offense, a little jet sweep.
He's stopped in the backfield.
Wow, big-time play right there by Betsy Layne's number 62. And help me on those names if you know them all out of the gate. Dakota Stumbo. Huge tackle there in the backfield, as now this Phelps offense will face a long 3rd down on about a 3rd and what we would call a 3rd and 13 here for this Phelps offense.
Well, it looks like Betsy Layne stacked the box. It looks like they got four men in the box. They got 1 deep. Maybe a cover 3 look.
Yeah, it looks like they are in a cover 3 right now with a lone safety in the backfield. I don't see Phelps trying to make a run here, so hand it off, and he'll roll out into motion, cop a little bit of pressure, and the pass is incomplete.
A little bit behind him, but he had a good idea right there.
Intended for number 9, Turnpire. So that'll bring up a decision here for this Phelps team early, as they're back on their own 44-yard line. I'm not so sure what the special teams looks like at this particular time for this team, but it does look like they're in punt formation. So Betsy Layne will send back, who will be in the backfield for them?
Brady Robinson.
Brady Robinson on the catch. A great high punt right there for them. as it takes a really nice Phelps roll, and they'll down it at about the 15-yard line for Betsy Layne. As we get a look now here, Chase, and see what this Betsy Layne offense will decide to come out here and do early with a little bit of, probably a little bit of guessing game going on here to see what they may want to do as far as trying to tweak this offense a little bit, work on some things that maybe they hadn't got to work on early.
Yeah, they might start off a big throw right here, get him Carter Parsons calm down.
I think I'd do that. I think I'd try to stretch the field as he's in a shotgun formation or jet sweep to the running back. And, man, Phelps makes a really nice play coming up to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be a short gain for that Betsy Layne offense as they'll pick up, we'll call it a short 1, a long 2nd and 9 for Betsy Layne. Phelps really, snuck that play out. They really liked that defensive set for them. Looks like Betsy Layne will come back out in a shotgun formation, twins both ways, one lone back. Bobbled the snap there again, and they'll run a jet sweep to, looks like
Reese Music.
The ball carrier on the play. And that's going to be good enough for a Bobcat.
And Reese Music will pick up 10 for the first Betsy Layne Bobcat first down of the game. And that'll bring it out to about the 29-yard line for this Bobcat offense. Like we said earlier at the beginning of the game, we anticipated them really working Music a lot into that offense, and it looks exactly like that's what they're trying to do early. Come in and set a tone, run Music as much as they can.
Yeah, Music with a hard run right there. And he had a full head of steam, and he's running.
This Betsy Layne offense will come back out. Shotgun formation. As they'll run it to the fullback. Number 40 coming up.
Mitchell Castle.
And Mitchell Castle will pick up about, we'll give him 5-yard pickup there for a 2nd and 5 for the Bobcats.
Get him around 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for the Bobcats.
It looks like this, Betsy Layne team really wants to come in and control the clock, let this thing run as much as they can, and try to ground and pound on this Phelps defense.
They got to see what's working against this Phelps defense there. Looks like 6 in the box.
As Betsy Layne will send someone in motion, and they'll hit the receiver out in the flats. Big time gain here for Betsy Layne as he looks to make.
Brady Robinson
Getting up the field in space, and he'll bring it down to the 30. He'll be at the 20. Knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. As Brady Robinson picked up a monster first down there for this Betsy Layne Bobcat offense, and that'll be a pickup of about 55 yards on that reception. So a huge play for this Betsy Layne team early. It'll be 1st and 10 for this Bobcat offense at around the 18-yard line with 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That's some great blocking downfield by the line, that's just great blocking.
Yeah, and they'll look to hand it off again to Music as he'll take it untouched.
The ball carrier on the play.
I can't really tell if he got in at that point. Looks like they'll call him out about the 1-yard line. So about a pickup of 16-yard run from scrimmage for Music. And, Chase, he's piling them up early. It looks like they're going to hit him early and often and try to ride him into the offense. And I would imagine they probably give him another opportunity here to sneak in another touchdown, as he's had about 8 touchdowns on the season already this year. They'll be in shotgun formation. Music in the backfield. One wide out each way. Give it to Music.
Yep.
And that'll be a touchdown. Bobcats. With 7:44 to go in the first quarter, the Betsy Layne Bobcats strike first. Chase, that didn't take them a long time. They really stayed at the run. One big play from the receivers, and they were able to knock off 70 yards in a hurry for this Betsy Layne offense.
Yeah, that run lulled that defense to sleep, and one quick pass out there, good blocking, and he got him down to the 20-yard line.
As Betsy Layne will line up here for the extra point to make this a 7-0 ball game. The kick is up, and it is good. And that will be 7-0 Bobcats over Phelps with 7:44 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break in action on the Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Hello, I'm Willie Christ, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future, but with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children, and with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Christ, and I paid for this.
Welcome back, everyone, to Betsy Layne. As music set to kick it off here, Mitchum will return it as Upman receives it. He moves it up the field and is able to get it out to about the 35-yard line as this Phelps offense will take another shot at it and try to reset and try to move this ball up the field a little bit and continue to plug away at this Betsy Layne defense. Chase, that first possession for this Phelps team probably wasn't how they wanted, hoped that it would be going. But nonetheless, they're back on offense now. Let's, try to give them an opportunity to see what they can do right here. This Phelps offense will come out. They'll line up in the shotgun formation again. Not really sending anybody out wide, and they're trying to keep this offense close. They'll send one in motion.
Offside.
Flag on the field.
Flag, penalty down. Looks like that probably will go against the Phelps offense. And that's exactly what it was, Chase. You were right. False start. Getting behind the chains is exactly what happened to them on the last possession, and kind of got to be a little more, disciplined there at the line and not let that happen.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure things out here. It's still early in the season, so that's all right.
They'll come back out in the shotgun. One in motion. They'll hand it off, and a fumble early on the ground.
Fumble on the play.
Looks like Phelps may have recovered that, but I'm not quite certain. As the Betsy Layne, absolutely not.
That's Boston Hamilton with the fumble recovery.
Boston Hamilton coming up with a fumble recovery, and that'll be the first turnover in the game, and comes at 7:32 to go in the first quarter. Just some miscommunication there on the handoff for that Phelps team, and now they've really got themselves in a bad situation here as this Betsy Layne team's got incredible field possession as they'll start this drive from the 29-yard line and look to punch it in early.
Yeah, they might take a shot here. They only got one person back.
They'll come out in the shotgun. Single receivers out each way as they go deep into the end zone. And
Brady Robinson with the catch. Good catch.
Incredible catch from Brady Robinson coming up and making a very athletic play on that. As that'll be good for about 24 yards on this early second drive of this Betsy Layne offense. And man, Chase, he really put the ball out there and did a good job. And I know you said yourself, trying to come in and work with some of these guys, and maybe brought you back a little bit to you last year here making some big deep throws for this Betsy Layne team.
Yeah, it takes me back. I've been working with Carter Parsons. He's young, but he will be good.
Absolutely,
I'm
that's
certain
incredible.
of that.
This Betsy Layne team will line up. They'll come back out in the shotgun. Low snap. Pressure from the side as he takes a hit, and
Parsons' pass is incomplete.
And they will call that incomplete. Intended from a catching, it'll bring up a second down and a short 10 with this Betsy Layne offense. I like to see Betsy Layne coming out and working on that passing game. I think that will really open another element for this offense as they continue to move deep into the season and not rely so much on music.
Yeah, music a big factor, but once you have them one-dimensional teams, it's...
And they'll snap it. It'll be as we call music's name, the first man through. And I do believe they're going to call him down on the 1-yard line. A little change of pace right there for the Betsy Layne offense, and they'll come back out in this hurry up, taking no time at all, not giving this Phelps team at all any defensive situation to set up against them.
Timeout.
And we'll have a timeout for Phelps with 6:40 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text, or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service.
Music, the volunteer on the play.
And welcome back to Betsy Layne, as Music will get it in on the second time through there, as he had an opportunity with just 1 yard out. And that'll be 2 touchdowns early for this Betsy Layne offense, Chase, and they're rolling early. And, they're going to come back out here and try this extra point again to bring this thing to 14-0. I'm just not so sure if Phelps, has a lot to answer right now to this Betsy Layne offense.
Yeah, Carter Parsons with a nice throw down the field, setting him up, and Reese Music just punching it right in off the direct snap.
That'll bring him to around, was it about 9 touchdowns he's got on the season so far, 9 or 10, something like that?
That is now 10.
Yeah, so the extra point's up on the way, and that one may actually, a little low. He missed that one. So with 6:37 to go, it's Phelps 0, Betsy Layne 13. We'll take another break in action on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
A nice kickoff for him, and Phelps will turn that up to about the 38-yard line, about where they've started their offense each possession. So, this Phelps team in another familiar situation, and, the unfortunate situation last time is the fumble come up with them. They come up a little short. So, Chase, it's something they're going to have to kind of work on here and be a little more disciplined with the ball.
Yeah, the handoffs are getting away from him right now, but I'd say coaches talk to him on the sideline, especially with that timeout. He's told him, hey, you got to calm down. This is just one game. Come out here and play.
Absolutely. And they'll come back out in a shotgun formation with one back behind him. No wideouts. Keep this offense close. A little delayed to handoff right there, and nothing going as against Betsy Layne defense sniffs it out. And number 55, Ty Isom, comes in and makes a big hit for Betsy Layne, as the Phelps will pick up about 1 yard on that. So we'll call it a 2nd and 9. From about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, this Betsy Layne defense, they're putting, looks like 4 in the box. They're loading up that box, ready for the run.
Yeah, you're almost kind of daring them to throw against them because they think they feel like Phelps is going to keep it on the ground. And Phelps will come out again in a shotgun formation, one back in the backfield. He'll come back and look to throw. There's a little dump bubble screen across the flats there as he is able to make a little something happen there and get it back to the line of scrimmage. Betsy Layne really dialed up the pressure right there, and Phelps had a decent play call right there, just not able to get going on moving the chains. And we'll call that no gain. Bring up a 3rd down and 8 for this Phelps offense.
Yeah, Betsy Layne's D-line, they sniffed that running back screen out. They were ready for that.
Yeah, good play call from Phelps. I like that. To try to relieve a little pressure off the quarterback. But like you said, Betsy Layne able to really sniff it out early and make something happen. Phelps will come out in a shotgun formation again. One wide out up top, one back in the backfield. He'll look to throw, He'll come out here in the flats and look at.
Got a man open.
Reception there for number 10, Phelps. A good little pass out there in the flats for them as they got a little action there moving the football, and they'll pick up about 5 yards on that play. And they'll move it out to a 4th and 2 for this offense right at the, we'll call it right on the 45-yard line. So another decision for this young coach here to have to make, and, you know, right around the midfield, probably, I mean, I wouldn't consider it 4-down territory, but if they're going to continue to try to move the offense and get something going, then, you know, you may see them try to sneak something in, and I believe that's exactly what they're going to do, Chase.
Yeah, Kinder's he threw a good ball right there. That was a nice throw for a completion, set him up in a manageable 4th.
And he's under center for the first time tonight and got the fullback in the backfield, and we'll see what happens. Flags coming in on the play. I do believe that may have been a delay of game, as there was a lot of confusion at the line of scrimmage. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Delay of game on Phelps. That'll be their second penalty for the night. So about 15 yards tonight on them on penalties as they continue to shoot themselves in the foot. What could have been a possible 4th down conversion there, I would imagine now I'd have to look into a punting situation.
Yeah, you had a nice 4th and 3 going, and just the delay of game put him back 5 yards, so it's.
As they're looking at a long 4th and 7 now, and Music will be in the backfield and look to return for this Betsy Layne offense. As there's a booming punt. You know, one thing that looks like Phelps does well is the special teams. They're really doing a good job of pinning Betsy Layne back in their own territory. And that ball bounce out, and they'll receive it at about the 27-yard line on their own 27. And this will be the 3rd time the Betsy Layne offense has had an opportunity to get out on the field. And, you know, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, and as they look to keep this momentum going on this drive.
Yeah, they might stick with Reese Music here for the first little bit. I mean, he's already having a good game, so I'd say they won't stop that right now.
Yeah, you know, like we said earlier, control the clock a little bit and see what they can get going and try to get in and out of here with a big win on their home field advantage tonight on homecoming, which was a great ceremony early. We got a little confusion on the line of scrimmage here as he'll move Reese over to his left. We'll send a man in motion. Back in the shotgun formation as he looks to pass. He's scrambling in the backfield. Flags coming in. It's an incomplete pass from Parsons. See what this flag was. Maybe a illegal block or a hold on the end there. I think that will go against Betsy Layne, but yeah, so
against the Bobcats.
Hold against the Bobcats, and that'll push them back. Be a 2nd down and I guess about 20. Unless that, well, they may repeat that down. So it'll be 1st down and 20 from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I like to see Parsons out there directing traffic for his own team. Just a freshman, but he seems to know the offense pretty well.
Looks really comfortable back there. I really like to see that as well. And, you know, it's great to see young guys like that getting some big-time plays and big-time minutes and trying to develop them early. As they'll come out in a shotgun formation. Wideouts both ways. Send motion guy and a little trickery there at the line of scrimmage on a
Reese Music.
As Reese will go to the 40. He'll come out to the 50-yard line and go out of bounds as, you know, he run over the hover round. The guy on the hover round cart probably should be a little too close to the player's field there. Could have been a little injury there for Music. Don't really want to be running over hover carts. Probably need to back that back a little bit. But nonetheless, he was able to pick up about 30-yard gain there as he was able to bring it out to the 50-yard line.
That's a good play call by Coach Gerald. Having them going one way and.
Yeah, a little delayed shovel pass. And they'll come out in the shotgun again. He looks to pass, steps back, intended for Music. It's caught at the 40. He'll come to the 40, the 45, and he'll go out around the
and that pickup's going to be good enough
pick up down around the 35-yard line. Big time pickup right there. Now this Betsy Layne team's really settling in, moving the ball well. And as they set the change, we'll take a few seconds here to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's game: Appalachian Wireless, John Greer Hunt, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Howard Family Pharmacy, Aftershock Preparedness, and Nature's Pantry, Gearhart Security, and attorney John Earl Hunt.
Reese Music with his first reception.
Big reception there for him as they come out in Shotgun again and look to move it down the field, and big decision by that young quarterback there as he's up over the 20, out to the 15.
The ball carrier on the play.
As Parsons runs out of bounds about the 14-yard line.
Another Bobcat
first down for this Betsy Layne Bobcat.
Yeah, he looked over to his receivers. He said, they're covered up. It's time to go.
Absolutely.
He took off.
You're exactly right, Chase. You know, I think he went down his check down pattern just like he should. He saw something open up, and he made a good heads-up play for the young quarterback for Betsy Layne. As they'll come out again here in this shotgun formation, they've been in it all night. We'll send Music in motion. He'll look to the flats, completing out here in the flats, and he'll get it on the 20, out to the 10. May have called him out of bounds on the 1-yard line. So big heads-up play right there again by Parsons. Be first and goal for the Bobcats, as I would anticipate them to go right back to Music right here and let him punch him in another one, get him another score to continue that dominance in that rushing as a state leader statistics, as you had said earlier.
Yeah, he runs hard. When he gets that ball, he's going straight. There's no juke. There's nothing. He's just hard nose.
They'll be in the shotgun. Music out wide. He does look to pass here on the 1.
Brady Robinson wide open.
Parsons pass complete to Robinson.
That'll be a touchdown. Bobcats with 2:19 to go in the first quarter. They've extended this thing out to 19-0 against this Phelps Hornets team. Big time play right there. I really didn't think they'd come out and roll out and throw a big pass there, but they absolutely did.
Yeah, they fooled me. I figured they were giving it to number 20 Music. I mean, he's like Marshawn Lynch down there.
Probably a good decision here to go for 2. It does look like that's what Coach will do, as he'll come out in the shotgun formation, one wide out each way. Music in the backfield. Not Music, that's the big tailback, or the big fullback coming through there. Mitchell Castle with the 2-point conversion, as they'll extend this thing out with 2:14 to go. 21, Phelps 0. As we'll take a break from action from the Intermountain Sports Network.
I'm Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a clean facility. I'll keep the drugs out, enforce inmate work programs, and use taxpayer money wisely. I would appreciate your vote and support to make a change at the jail.
Elect Steve Little, Floyd County Jailer, for a clean, safe, and secure jail. Paid for by Steve.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne, as with 2:14 to go here in the first quarter, Betsy Layne able to punch it in again and go up 21-0 on a successful 2-point conversion there by, who'd you say that fullback was, Chase?
Mitchell Castle.
Mitchell Castle able to get it done. And, you know, Chase, it's Betsy Layne team looking real good early.
They're looking good. Offensively, they're looking lights out. But defensively, that's a great defensive stop for 3 series now. That's a great defense.
This Music will line up and kick it over to the right. Number 9 for Phelps will make the reception there and cover this, and he'll get it back out again to about the 35, as that's about the common theme tonight, as we see this is pretty much every time the Phelps offense have started. They've started around the 35-yard line. They tend to get themselves behind the chains pretty early, so we'll see what they can do right here. This Hornets team trying to get something going on offense.
Kinder, number 4, I mean, he's throwing good balls. It's just,
yeah, he's just getting a lot of pressure every time he steps back to make a decision. He's got a Betsy Layne Bobcat in his face, so he'll come back out under centers. He had been starting it, and they'll come in. It looks like a power I formation coming in, maybe try to big man the game a little bit here. And a fumble early. Oh man, and Betsy Layne will pick it up, and they will scoop and score.
Jackson Burchett.
Number 5, Jackson Burchett on the scoop and score for this Bobcat defense. And, you know, we spoke a lot about the offense, but Chase, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more from, you know, from a defensive side of the ball, and that'll be 2 fumbles tonight for that Phelps team. It looks like, and, you know more about this than I do, as you played a lot of time at that position. Something's going on in that handoff. A little miscommunication, wouldn't you think?
I mean, it may be quarterback's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the heat on him, and he's just sending it off. He's trying to get it out of his hands.
I do believe that's exactly what's going on. Is the pressure is getting to him from this Betsy Layne front five. You know, like you said, they're stacking the box. They're really, really bringing the house every single play, and which is really wreaking havoc for this Betsy Layne or this Phelps offense, who is struggling. There was a penalty on the play. I didn't catch that, Chase, as we were talking about that, so I'm not quite certain what that penalty was, but it will be enforced. Okay, so I did get confirmation, Chase, that was unsportsmanlike conduct on Betsy Layne, and they will enforce that on the kickoff. So 27-0, and Betsy Layne will come up to the line of scrimmage, and looks like they're going to come out in a shotgun formation. Two backs in the backfield, rolling receiver out. Ooh, nothing going right there.
They were stopped right there. That was good defense on the go on the 2-point conversion. That D-line was, they were in the backfield before.
Absolutely, and that'll be 27-0 here at Betsy Layne with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. We will take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
When less unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne High School. As Betsy Layne is 27, Phelps 0 with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. You know, Chase, as we start to talk, we may take a little second here to thank our football sponsors.
Willie Crace, candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. Gearhart Fiber, Coalfields Telephone, Steve Little for County Jailer, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, and Gearhart TV.
Yeah, and so we appreciate the sponsors for allowing us to make this happen. His musical lineup to kick it, squib kick down the middle, and Phelps' hands team will get on it. And typically those guys try to lay down on the ball, but, you know, he said, I'm going to try to sneak in a few yardage. And what would be the best field position tonight for this Phelps offense is they'll start about the 40 at the 47-yard line on the Betsy Layne 46-yard line.
Yeah, great field position now. Now they just got to capitalize on this great field position.
Yeah, you know, hopefully they've talked a little bit and get a little bit of communication going on here on this handoff. As you know, it wasn't so much that someone was in the backfield causing the disruption as more as I think it was, like you had said, I think you nailed it, more just a hurry up and get it out of my hand type situation. As Phelps will come out, they'll be under center, two guys in the backfield.
Betsy Layne's got 7 in the box. And off right in the middle, swarmed.
Absolutely big gang tackle from that Betsy Layne defense, as it looks like number 62, Dakota Stumbo, would lead the way on that. Big tackle from him, and they blew that up, nothing going, and we'll give them a yard on the pickup. That'll be a 2nd and 9 for Phelps, as they'll stay on about the 45-yard line of Betsy Layne. Phelps will come out under center. Split outs each way. 2 backs in the backfield. Trying to be a little methodical here, and he'll hand it off. Once again, nothing going as this Betsy Layne defense swarming the ball.
Mounts getting up in there. He's running straight in the gap, but I mean, this defense, they are stacking the box. It is, they have 7 people in the box, 8 people in the box at a time, and it's hard to run on that.
It absolutely is, you know, and I think that tells you a little bit about how much they trust their corners, too. Going to let them have single coverage out there, dare this Phelps team to throw the ball. One safety back, so, you know, right now everything going is Dakota Stumbo able to get in on another tackle there for the defense. As they come up in under scrimmage, they'll be in under center again, 2 backfields. Someone in motion, here we go, and he'll look to roll out to his right. Big, long pass here for this Phelps offense, and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
It looks like that was intended for
number 9.
Number 9, Turnmeyer, who has gotten an opportunity to get downfield a few times, just not able to connect on anything. So once again here, Chase, you know, they're looking at another 4th down, about 4th and 8 for this Phelps offense. Not had a lot of offense going. I would say probably less than maybe 25 yards of offense the entire game tonight. So on this side of the 50, it looks like they will decide to go for it again, as things could get ugly hurry if they're not able to do something. To come out under shotgun or under center, 2 backs in the backfield, wide outs each way. They'll snap it. He looks to roll out. Take another big pass. There's a lot of pressure coming in from this Betsy Layne team.
Finds a man.
Nice completion there for Phelps.
That's number 8. That's Mounts.
Number 8, Mounts.
He just gets open right there, and that's a first down.
Great play right there from Phelps. Probably the best play of the night. Wouldn't you think, Chase?
That was a great play.
Looks like the
Mounts just
32-yard line.
got loose from whatever defender was on him, and he just wide open.
You're exactly right. You know, it's the first down of the night for Phelps. They'll pick it up and they'll move the ball into Betsy Layne territory, and they'll continue this drive from the 32 of Betsy Layne. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Phelps 0, Betsy Layne Bobcats 27. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Willie Christ, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future, but with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children, and with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Christ, and I paid for this ad.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text, or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne, as we'll have second quarter action will be getting underway here very shortly, and they've flipped the field here, Chase, and this Phelps offense kind of coming to life a little bit here late in the first quarter, trying to continue that momentum into the second quarter, as the white hat will make a signal here to bring us back to live action, and here we go. Phelps will come under center. Two guys in the backfield, 1 receiver each way, someone split out to tight end. Quick handoff to the middle.
Back right up the middle.
Like you said, nothing going, Chase, for that, that short type of offense they're trying to run. This Betsy Layne offense, their defense just continuing to sniff that out. As we'll give them a yard on the carry and bring up a 2nd and 9 from the Betsy Layne 32-yard line.
What's your name now? Majaya Tackett. Chase, after I see you go.
Like they're getting some direction out on the field. And I'd like to see this Phelps offense stretch the field a little bit. They've been trying to
go up the middle.
Yeah. Looks like they do have 2 split outs right here. Under center, 2 backs back. Quick handoff and nothing going again. And surprise, surprise, Mr. Stumbo coming in on his own.
Our $50 winner, Miss Majaya Tackett, everybody.
We'd like to congratulate Miss Majaya Tackett on her $50 win tonight at Betsy Layne High School, as she won the raffle. So congratulations, Miss Majaya Tackett.
Number 3, Lane, he come off the field. He looks like he's...
Do have an injury coming off. And like you said, number 3, breathing a little hard over here on the sidelines. I do think he'll be okay. So come off on his own volition, so that's always good to see. Never want to see anybody have any major injuries. You look down here on this Phelps team, a lot of these old coaching staff and stuff, familiar faces when I was in high school. All right, so here we go. Phelps will come out under center as they look to pass. A lot of pressure coming in the backfield early. McCutcheon is
with a
big-time pressure.
Him and 55 is
joined by number 55,
Ty Isom.
Ty Isom and McCutcheon able to get in the backfield, and a loss of about 20. And Chase, that's probably the first sign of life we had seen from this Phelps offense, is they had made some momentum moving it down the field, and now once again they find themselves at the 50-yard line and on a long, almost unmanageable 4th down. I do think they'll line up here and punt it and bring out those special teams. They've done a good job punting all night tonight. So Betsy Layne will set to receive this punt as number 10 is in the backfield, and they'll let that roll.
Another great punt.
very favorable Phelps roll that's continued to happen all night. And if there is a shining light for that Phelps team, it definitely would be that special teams, as they've been able to stay pretty darn solid on it by any rushing coming from Betsy Layne. You know, we'll keep it here, Chase, and we'll talk a little bit about, you know, at this point, I just don't know what more you could ask from this Betsy Layne team on homecoming. They've got it done all the way around the field so far, and still with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second quarter, we got a lot of football left to play.
Yeah, this Betsy Layne team came out here to play offense, defense, I mean, special teams. They were ready to go from the start.
Yeah, I think you're right, you know, and looking at the 2-2 season, like we said, could probably really be 3-1. Let that Pressenburg game get away from them, and they'll come out under center, 2 wideouts each way. So they'll have a man in motion.
Fake jet. Reese Music going down the field.
As he'll come out to the 40. It's like he's turning on the jets here, Chase, and he'll come to the 30, to the 20.
Reese Music, another touchdown for him.
As these Bobcats faithful get behind Mr. Music, and man, that was probably about a 90 yards from scrimmage right there, wouldn't you think, on the run? So big, huge run for Mr. Music. As you know, we had said it all night. He's leading the state and third in rushing in the state per average, and there's a reason why he did that. Is Betsy Layne will now be on top with 9:26 to go, 33-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah, Reese Music with, like you said, a great pickup. I mean, once he's out in the races, it's hard to catch him.
Yeah, and you said he run a jet sweep, fake jet sweep right there. About 50, it looked like he picked up even another gear. The kick is up. Looks like that may be a little wide left, and that's 2 extra points they've let go from him tonight. With 9:26 remaining in the first half, Phelps 0, Betsy Layne 33. And we'll take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Betsy Layne High School. We're here. Betsy Layne Bobcats are really just getting it done in a big way, as they are putting it on this Phelps Hornets team. I mean, just absolutely imposing their will, doing anything they'd like. You know, Chase, at this point, I don't know that there's much Phelps can do to stop this.
No, that offense is, I mean, they're passing, they're rushing. I mean, it's hard to stop what Betsy Layne's doing right now. But the only answer they can do is score.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And move the ball as Reese will go to kick it off. Another squib-type kick. Phelps will field it as they look to move it up the field. He'll bring it out to the 40. Bring it out to the 50.
Oh,
Phelps
great
will
return.
keep going, and it looks like he may get an opportunity to take this one to the house. I see no flags on the play.
Touchdown.
And it will be a touchdown for Phelps, as he will, Tyler Mitchum, number 10, who will take it to the house from the kickoff. Now, we talked about what Betsy Layne had been doing right. That's absolutely something they've done wrong. Probably the first big thing they've done wrong all night. So big time play right there by once again, we spoke about that Phelps special teams, able to get it done and keep this team in the ball game.
Yeah, Mitchum found a great lane right there. I mean, he's making people miss. He's found a great lane and just took it to the house.
Yeah, incredible play right there for him. That'll go for about, I'd say about 80 yards is about where he picked that up on the 20. So big heads up play by Phelps. And then looks like they're going to stay in the offense, not make an attempt at an extra point, as they'll look to try to put 2 points on the scoreboard to bring this to 8. With 9:08 to go, it's 33-6 as Bobcats on top. There is a timeout on the field. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
way to watch is here. Gearhart TV combines fast, dependable internet from Gearhart Broadband with our live streaming cable TV. Watch your favorite channels live on your TV, tablet, laptop, or mobile phone. With one easy-to-use app and cloud DVR, you never have to miss a minute again. It's that easy, so why wait? Check out channel lineups and pricing at mygtv.com or give us a call for more info at 606-478-9406 today. Remember, better broadband means better lives.
I'm Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a clean facility. I'll keep the drugs out, enforce inmate work programs, and use taxpayer money wisely. I would appreciate your vote and support to make a change at the jail.
Elect Steve Little, Floyd County Jailer, for a clean, safe, and secure jail. Paid for by Steve
Layne High School. Phelps just getting a big play from their special teams as they'll bring it back out and come out of the huddle. It looks like they're going to try to go for two here, Chase.
After a great return, I mean, trying to punch this in, get a two-point conversion in.
They'll hand it off, the first man through, and nothing going against that Phelps front line, who's been absolutely imposing this entire game so far. With 9:04 to go, it's Betsy Layne 33, Phelps 6. Now we'll stay right here and talk, Chase, a little bit about, you know, this offense here for this Phelps team was struggling a little bit, and I think maybe the special teams may have given them a little shot of adrenaline and try to wake up both the defense and the offense.
Yeah, that's a great spark to have. I mean, special teams, if they're getting it done, offense, they should be getting it done here. I'm hoping the Phelps will come out passing because what was it? Bounds got a great reception. I mean, he got loose, so I'm hoping to see either Mitchum or Mounts get another reception here and get these Phelps Hornets down the field.
I think that's probably, in what I would think it would be their best course of action, is to try to hit quick slants out in the flats, get some guys out in space, move these guys around a little bit, because we've seen some issues with the, you know, this offense as far as the handoff goes. So it looks like anytime they really had an opportunity to move the ball, they've done a much better job of just those quick passes out in space, out in the flats, maybe some dumps to the tight end over the line of scrimmage, because once again, this Phelps or this Betsy Layne defense continues to bring the house and really pressure these guys. And so we'll see what they do here with their defense. Is there for the first time, set to kick it off. And for Betsy Layne, they'll have Reese in the backfield, as well as, is that Robinson back there?
Yeah, it's Robinson.
A big kick over his head as looks like it'll go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line, but would probably be, if it went out of bounds on the 10, that'll be an illegal formation, and they'll make them, and there comes the penalties in. And
rolls out of bounds.
I thought that'd be what it was, is the penalty football rolls out of bounds, is Betsy Layne will now get the ball at about the 35-yard line to start this drive.
Yeah, this right here is what I love about football. You get a team they're down 33-0, and they just have a spark, come out here, make it 6, and hopefully this defense will stop this entourage of Betsy Layne. I mean, they're passing, running, really doing whatever they want. If they can get a stop right here, it'll look good for this Phelps Hornets team.
Yeah, get them going in the right direction. Betsy Layne will set the offense. They'll come out in the shotgun formation, 2 wideouts each way and 1 lone back. Robinson goes in motion. Betsy Layne looks to pass. Music picks up a really good block there, as he's got a good receiver right here in the flats. He'll go to the 50, come out of bounds at about maybe a late hit there, Chase, coming in. And as we got both teams on the sidelines, emotions starting to flare, white hats coming in, flags coming everywhere. We've got penalties everywhere. And, you know, I understand emotions got to be flying on this Phelps team, but you just got to keep that at bay.
Yeah, I mean, you just had a great return for a touchdown, and setting them good field position here for Betsy Layne. That's not what you want, but
you know, the referees and the white hat will come to the center here. Typically what happens here is, you know, we saw the late hit out of bounds, and then you saw some retaliation from that Betsy Layne team. You know, they got to keep their cool there. So typically the second guy to retaliate is who gets the penalty against them. We did see 4 flags fly, so we may end up having some type of an offsetting situation here as they're trying to decide, and the flags are still down. Got a really good officiating crew here tonight. Guys been around the Eastern Kentucky for years. When I was in high school in the early 2000s, same crew here officiating when Chase was playing. As he had a stellar career here at Betsy Layne, so he's all familiar with this field. And you know, Chase, you hate to see these two teams kind of come at it when so far we'd had just a really clean game and, 3 penalties so far in the night, and then emotion starts flying.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you want to see from either side, really. I mean, but it has been a very clean game up to this point. But it's that was a great pass from Carter Parsons to find Landon Howe. I mean, Parsons gets out of the pocket, finds Howe just sitting there, and he makes the first down.
Yes, he's able to get out and scramble for about 15 yards. We'll see what happens, how it brings it down. While we let them figure this out, we will take a time and thank our sponsors, Appalachian Wireless, John Greer Hunt, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Howard Family Pharmacy, Aftershock Preparedness, and Nature's Pantry Food, Gearhart Security, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Willie Crace, candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive, Gearhart Fiber, Coalfields Telephone, Steve Little for Floyd County Jailer, Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, and Gearhart TV. We appreciate our sponsors allowing us to bring this into your living room, and you guys listening to myself and Chase, and still not really able to determine exactly what's going on here, and a lot of penalties flying, so we'll get it figured out here shortly, I'm sure, as it looks like the officials have decided to come out of the huddle and let us know exactly what's going on, as they'll make their way to midfield to signal up here to the press box to see exactly what may have transpired.
Yeah, I hope to see everybody still playing in the game. Hopefully no ejections or nothing like that. No silly penalties like that. Just play some clean football on this, honestly, this beautiful Friday night. I mean, this is perfect football weather.
This is the epitome of football weather. You are exactly right. And Phelps, coach over here, a little bit animated, and I think his name's Randy Smith. If I'm not wrong, correct me. But I do believe Randy Smith. He's a little animated over here, and we'll see the white hat as he's trying to explain to him is what transpired. And looks like some of the Phelps guys have dropped down to kind of taking them a little break right now. It looks like they're trying to pan this out, but you know what's has now become a situation here where these guys have been explaining this for probably 5 minutes now, I'd say, trying to figure out exactly what happened. It looks like you have 2 officials talking to one side and 2 officials talking to the other. You know, with this Betsy Layne team is they've come in here right now to try to get it done, and looking like they've got a really good opportunity to come away here with another win tonight to would possibly move them to 3-2 in the season. You know, not to look past their schedule, but September the 30th, they're going to be away on the road against Hurley, Virginia, and then go play a big juggernaut in Raceland, who some would say was probably single A class #1 ranked team in the single A right now. We've went back and forth on the WPRG rankings on that ourselves, as sometimes we'll have Pikeville there and sometimes we'll have Raceland there.
Yeah, Raceland is a big juggernaut, especially for this Betsy Layne team to play. I mean, they have many players they've brought back. I mean, they were already a great team last year. Just to bring so many people back is just a plus for them. Them and Pikeville are the 2 front runners in Club 1A, so it's a toss-up.
So the referees are now, we have offsetting, so what we had is unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams, and then a late hit.
Sportsmanlike conduct against both teams,
those penalties will offset. Well, I'm not so sure if it offset or not, because he had went out at the 50, correct?
He did.
So now we're moving the ball all the way up to the
35.
Betsy Layne, or to the Phelps 35. So I do believe what they're going to do is continue to enforce the late hit out of bounds, and then 2 offsetting penalties after that. So nonetheless, it looks like we have now got an opportunity to straighten things out. Betsy Layne will come out in the shotgun formation. One man in motion as a jet sweep comes around.
Major McCutcheon, great blocking.
McCutcheon goes out around the 15-yard line.
There's a flag on the play.
Do have flags back here around the 35, so yeah, typically when they're behind the offense like that, it's on the offense. So holding on Betsy Layne as they'll bring that one back, and we'll march this right back down the field and settle in about the 45-yard line on Betsy Layne territory.
That was a great play call on the jet sweep to McCutcheon. You had great blocking on the outside by the receivers, and that's really what you want to see in football is your receivers blocking for each other, receivers blocking for running backs. I mean, that shows a full team effort right there.
You're exactly right, and it really does allow the playbook to open when you got everybody on the same page, all the boats rowing in the same direction. I felt like they really had a really good opportunity there and was able to make something happen. But here we are back again in shotgun formation, wideouts each way. Once again, some guy in motion. They'll run a double reverse. And Robinson got a really good
block in the back
play there. And once again, as Robinson will make it into the end zone, we don't want to get too excited because, Chase, I do believe we've got maybe a, what would you think, a block in the back about the 25-yard line?
Yeah. I don't think the defensive player could have got him, but he turned around, got one little shove in, and that's a flag every time.
Yeah, unfortunate play there. Would have gone for a great play call, 45-yard double reverse off a jet sweep. He's dialing up everything, and I think Coach is trying to really tweak with his offense a little bit, so to speak, because just like we spoke a second ago, Chase, if you look at this second half of this Betsy Layne season, I mean, they go to Raceland, they go to Paintsville, they go to Fairview, and then they close with Floyd Central. They got a really tough schedule here coming up.
Very tough schedule. I mean, those are district opponents they have to play, and, getting this offense tweaked up right now.
And Music will take the handoff. He'll go untouched from the 45-yard line, and literally no one touches Music as he'll add another 45 yards rushing tonight, and that'll make it 39-6 with 8:17 to go in the first half. Right now it looks like Music is kind of doing about anything he wants to do, and I think maybe he knows he's third in rushing. What would you think? And trying to push that up?
I think you could tell why he is third in rushing, and I think he really knows he's third in rushing.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. And, what a stellar performance he's had so far tonight, as we will have to award a player of the game, and it'll be our John Earl Hunt player of the game. And as of right now, I think he'd probably be the leading candidate for that particular award tonight.
Yeah, he is the front runner on that because he has 4 touchdowns on the night, over 150 rushing yards.
Wow, what a stellar first half for him. It'll be 8:17 to go in the second quarter. Betsy Layne Bobcats 40, Phelps 6. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
To Betsy Layne as they're able to punch it in there and extend this score out 40-6 on a big run off of Music as he continues to impose his will tonight as he's gone over the 150-yard rushing mark in the first half with still a lot of football left to go in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a great run. Great blocking by that front O-line.
Absolutely. And Howell looked to kick it off here, and Phelps got 2 men back to make the look here to return the football. A short kick as it goes to that second line through. He'll pick it up, and he'll be brought down around the 43-yard line.
Skeens on the return for Phelps.
Skeens for Phelps, who made a nice return there. And once again, that special teams for Phelps being pretty solid tonight, and really probably the bright spot for this Phelps team.
I mean, their punts are great, especially that kick return. That was great special teams play, blocking, rushing. I mean, now I'm hoping to see this team run, pass. I'm wanting to see a pass right here.
Yeah, they're going to have to come out and open things up a little bit, and the running game just didn't work for them, and it looks like they will come out under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 man each way. Quick handoff. It looks like, a big play here from Phelps as he's moving it up the field, and he'll be across the 40, out across the 30.
Has a good outside run from Mounts. Betsy Layne stacked up basically eight down D linemen on the field, and they just run right around them.
Yeah, I was able to get a good block on the edge there from the Phelps wide receiver, who's able to get out and lead the way. Big time run, their longest play tonight from scrimmage, as they picked up about 35 yards on that run, and they'll be first down from the Betsy Layne 30-yard line. And Phelps in their best field position tonight, with the exception of that, an early first quarter, they were able to get down to about the 20 and then shoot themselves in the foot. As they'll be under center, two backs in the backfield, twins one way, up top, 1 down receiver. A short handoff here, and nothing going on that Betsy Layne team is possibly a fumble coming out, but the referees did call that down.
Yeah, that was great. Great play by the D line. I mean, they're doing whatever they want on that inside zones.
It looks like if Phelps is going to have any success running the ball, they're going to do it on the edge, because they have had 0 success coming through the middle of that front 4. Big time front 4 right there. Collectively, a pretty big group of guys. And, the linebacker core is just in on every tackle. I really like what I'm seeing from this Betsy Layne defense, as they're really sniffing out the ball early. Betsy Layne, or the Phelps, will be under center. 2 backs in the backfield. So we've got movement on the offense. And that will probably be a false start on the offense. As that'll push them back 5 yards, and starting to see that familiar problem that keeps coming back to haunt this Phelps offense as they move the ball and something good coming from it. They get up here in what we would consider near the red zone, and then they start going backwards.
35-yard line.
Yeah, they're just shooting themselves in the foot with those offside penalties and fumbles that they had.
Phelps is under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 man each way. Quick pitch in the backfield as Betsy Layne is able to get in the backfield hurry. There's nothing going as they're able to get about 3 yards out of that and get closer back to that original line of scrimmage. And Mounts will go out on about 3 yards as Betsy Layne swarms to the ball in the infield.
Yeah, Mounts with a great run before, try to get the same result, but that Betsy Layne defense is just crowding that ball.
They really are.
They are sniffing that out. They are ready for it.
And hopefully what you see here is Betsy Layne starts running in some guys and getting a lot of guys some minutes to come in here and really get everybody some work, as this front 4 has just got to be exhausted as much work as they've done. And here they are in the backfield again. Fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play. It's recovered by.
Looks like Phelps may have recovered that. I do believe they did.
Recovered by Phelps.
As Phelps really dodges another bullet there again, and Stumbo able to get in the backfield from that linebacker position and really wreak havoc. An unfortunate situation there for Phelps, but very lucky to have gotten the ball back, as really Betsy Layne had laid on that, and it kind of just popped out from underneath Stumbo.
Yeah, Stumbo's been in the backfield, feels like all night.
Well, I think you're right, and it's every single play, every handoff, every pass, someone on the Betsy Layne defense is in the backfield. Here we go. We'll be under center.
The box right here.
1 man in motion. So he'll have a pitch in the backfield.
Looks like a halfback pass.
Yeah, trying a little trickery there in the halfback pass intended for Phelps' number 10. If I can find him on here, Tyler Mitchum, who is pretty much they try to run, looks like they're trying to run the majority of that offense through Mitchum. And that will be a turnover on downs. So I hadn't realized that was actually 4th down there. We got talking, so Betsy Layne will come back out and try to move this offense down toward the end zone again, as with 5:55 to go in the second quarter, they're up 40-6. And
So I'm out.
we will have a timeout. Phelps on the field. That is their third timeout of the half. At 5:55 to go, it's 40-6. We'll take a break with Intermountain Sports Network.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and drive-thrus at both locations at the intersection in Allen and off Route 80 at Eastern.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne. With 5:55 to go in the second quarter. Betsy Layne's on top 40-6 over the Phelps Hornets. As Betsy Layne will come out in shotgun. Trips out one wide right, one man in motion. Robinson will get it out in the flats. Really good block here by the receiver. As he makes a move, he'll come across the 50 and tripped up on the shoestrings as he's able to get out to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Brady Robinson, and he gets out in space. I mean, he's lethal. He's fast. I mean, so I mean that's they got to crowd that on them wide receiver screens.
Incredible pickup right there for Mr. Robinson. He's had some big-time plays tonight. That'll be good for about another 35 yards for him. So he's actually he's trying to vie for that John Hunt Player of the Game, I believe. As music goes in motion, shotgun formation, and he'll find his receiver out in the flats and a bubble screen and blocks all the way downfield. Big-time blocking from everyone. And it looks like he may have tiptoed in.
Taken out of bounds around the 2-yard line.
I think they're going to call him out around the 2-yard line, but nonetheless, another 45-yard reception for this Betsy Layne Bobcat offense as they're moving the ball at will against basically no resistance at all.
No, those wide receiver screens are absolutely killing them right now. They're having great blocking by the wide receivers. They're getting out in space and making people miss.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and they'll start the offense from the 1st and goal to 1-yard line. With that big fullback beside the quarterback there, he may get a look at it, and it looks like they'll run another jet sweep.
McCutcheon with
another 1-yard run, and that'll be 46-6 with 5:17 to go in the second quarter. Just not so sure that Phelps really has an answer for anything at this point in the ball game, as Betsy Layne has continued to really, really strike hard on this Phelps defense.
Yeah, I think this is a good all-around offensive group for Betsy Layne. They can pass, they can run. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Well, you know, with you here last year at the helm, they've brought back a lot of the same familiar faces, and, you know, you guys did a really good job of getting things going in the right direction. It looks like they're trying to continue that as they'll step up here for the extra point. Someone flying off the edge.
Flag on the field.
Looks like I would anticipate that to be offsides on the defense. Looks like that would be the early call, and that's exactly what it was. And I saw him coming in from my peripheral vision there. I'm like, man, he really got a good jump on the ball, or he came early. You know, you take the penalty and go for 2. I don't know that it matters either way.
I say just keep that one.
I think you go ahead and kick it again and give him some good practice here. As the clock is running, but they're up 40 in the first half, so I think maybe anytime 40.
I think so.
Any time in the ball game in Kentucky, is it? Okay, so Blaze running clock, and they'll line up for this extra point right now. Snap up again, and I do believe he may have come off the edge again.
The extra point is no good.
Extra point is no good. With 4:12 left to go in the first half, it's Betsy Layne 46, Phelps 6. We'll take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
With 3:15 to go in the first half, Landon Howell will get a chance here to hit a big kickoff. Let's see if he'll stretch it down the field or what he chooses to do. A little small short kick, and they'll field that out around the 25 as it goes out of bounds, and that will be illegal procedure at the 25-yard line, which will give Phelps an opportunity to come out and start their offense around the 35, which has been about where they've started it every night.
Phelps, 35-yard line.
Yeah, this Phelps offense looking to get at least another push like they had last time with Mounts on that rush. Hoping to see that again, but.
Yeah, you know, you hope they can try to work the flats here a little bit, continue to just get something out of this game. You know, no matter if the score has gotten away from them, come in here and work and continue to work. You know, do the things that you want to do, because you can't really mimic game time situations. And so when you got someone in your face and the pressure, that's when you want to try to dial it up. And with 2 minutes to go in the first half, the clock is running continuously now as Betsy Layne's up 46-6. Phelps will come out under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 man each way. A little quick handoff going up the center.
In the house. Nice
Nothing
tackle.
going. Big Austin Jarvis on the line for Betsy Layne, as Phelps will pick up 1 on the play, and we'll call it a long 2nd and 8, short 2nd and 9 with 1:51 to go.
Yeah, that Betsy Layne, I mean, they're like they have been all night. They're sending the house 24/7. I mean, if you're Phelps, you're trying to get the ball out fast, throw fast, or at least run outside, get away from that middle, because they're sending the house.
They sure are, and they'll come out under center again, and he'll come back with a quick handoff back again in the backfield as he tries to hit the edge. And once again, this Betsy Layne team swarming the ball over there, and that was basically an entire defensive tackle there. I don't really know who to give it to, because every blue shirt on the field made a tackle there.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice defense to rally to the ball on that one.
You know, we call that the pursuit drill in practice, and, you know, it looks like that's something they're working on, and still getting a chance to work on getting to the ball, pursuit of the ball, finding the edge, letting the defense work together as one cohesive unit. This Phelps team here will try to dial something else up again, and he'll come out under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver each way. He'll step back looking to make a pass. A lot of pressure coming from this Betsy Layne team as he is brought down and sacked.
Mitchell Castle with the sack on that.
Kicker sacked to the backfield.
Mitchell Castle.
By number 40, Brent Mitchell Castle.
It looks like he'll lose about 12 to 13, yeah, about 12 yards on the play. Will bring up a long 4th down for Phelps. And with 18 seconds to go as a running clock, they may try to get another play in. They may just let it run down. So no play clock going right now. We'll see what they do, but I would imagine they may let this half go to let it expire here and get in the locker room and try to get some coaching.
At the end of the first half of play,
and that'll be the end of the first half. It's 46. Betsy Layne 46, Phelps 6. We'll bring it back for some halftime action, but we'll take a break for the Intermountain Sports Network.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy. The genuine, the original Overhead Door for all of life's little ups and downs.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and convenient drive-thrus at both locations.
A new way to watch is here. Gearhart TV combines fast, dependable internet from Gearhart Broadband with our live streaming cable TV. Watch your favorite channels live on your TV, tablet, laptop, or mobile phone. With one easy-to-use app and cloud DVR, you never have to miss a minute again. It's that easy, so why wait? Check out channel lineups and pricing at mygtv.com or give us a call for more info at 606-478-9406 today. Remember, better broadband means better lives.
I'm Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a clean facility. I'll keep the drugs out, enforce inmate work programs, and use taxpayer money wisely. I would appreciate your vote and support to make a change at the jail.
Elect Steve Little, Floyd County Jailer, for a clean, safe, and secure jail. Paid for by Steve Little.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and drive-thrus at both locations at the intersection in Allen and off Route 80 at Eastern.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text, or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hello, I'm Willie Kreis, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future, but with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children, and with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Kreis, and I paid for this ad.
I'm Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a clean facility. I'll keep the drugs out, enforce inmate work programs, and use taxpayer money wisely. I would appreciate your vote and support to make a change at the jail.
Elect Steve Little, Floyd County Jailer, for a clean, safe, and secure jail. Paid for by Steve Little.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text, or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Back to Betsy Layne High School for halftime action here with about 7 minutes to go before we get started to start the second half of action. Betsy Layne on top 46-6 over at Phelps Hornets. You know, Chase, Betsy Layne did whatever they wanted to do in that first half, and were able to really check a lot of boxes, really fill up the stat sheet. Had a lot of people involved, a lot of people really getting a lot done. You know, if you want to kind of go over a little bit of the halftime stats and where Betsy Layne lines up, and maybe a little bit about what you saw from Phelps as well.
Yeah, from Betsy Layne, Carter Parsons has, I want to say, has about 175 passing yards this game so far. This is the first half. But Reese Music with 193 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, that's a huge stat line. But, you know, I think he's used to what he's been doing. This is what he's been doing. You know, he gets 188 yards a game, so that's just his regular stats. But Brady Robinson was leading receiver. I mean, he has 105 passing yard or receiving yards. But on the defensive side for Betsy Layne, Dakota Stumbo, I mean, he has 6 tackles so far in this game, and probably more than that. With the way Betsy Layne's crowding around the ball, I mean, it's hard to tell who's getting what tackle.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And he has been around every single play. I totally agree with that. And 6 solo tackles, probably another 6 that he's done as far as team tackles go that we do credit the whole team for. So, you know, big heads-up play from him tonight. And what about the Phelps offensive or defense? Is not a whole lot to talk about there, but they've had a few little spurts and a little action on their side of the ball. Yeah, for the offense, Connor's thrown 3 passes. He's completed 2 of those passes for, I think, 27 yards. And Mounts is the leading rusher. He has 56 yards. I mean, well, not a whole lot to talk about there, but for one, you know, shining spot of the Phelps team, as we've talked a few times about it, is that special teams. And they've done a really good job of getting the ball in the air, giving their defense or their special teams time to get downfield to make a play on the ball. And as far as their return game goes, they've not had a lot of issues there. So, you know, hats off to them on that particular side of the ball. And with about 4 minutes to go in the first half, we'll take another break. It's Betsy Layne 46, Phelps 6.
Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a clean facility. I'll keep the drugs out, enforce inmate work programs, and use taxpayer money wisely. I would appreciate your vote and support to make a change at the jail.
Elect Steve Little, Floyd County Jailer, for a clean, safe, and secure jail. Paid for by Steve Little.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and drive-thrus at both locations at the intersection in Allen and off Route 80 at Eastern.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm Attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
A new way to watch is here. Gearhart TV combines fast, dependable internet from Gearhart Broadband with our live streaming cable TV. Watch your favorite channels live on your TV, tablet, laptop, or mobile phone. With one easy-to-use app and cloud DVR, you never have to miss a minute again. It's that easy, so why wait? Check out channel lineups and pricing at mygtv.com or give us a call for more info at 606-478-9406 today. Remember, better broadband means better lives.
Hello, I'm Willie Kreis, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future, but with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children, and with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Kreis, and I paid for this ad.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne as we are anticipating some second half action here as the clock is rolling near zero. They'll put another 3 minutes on here as both teams make their way back out on the field. Betsy Layne to our right, Phelps over here on our left. You know, Chase, this Betsy Layne team kind of sitting in a situation where they can kind of relax here a little bit in this second half, maybe get some of those younger guys in, get some people some snaps that may not have, you know, always gotten involved, and some of their games have been a little closer than what they'd like. So I think this will be a really good opportunity for Betsy Layne to come out and work on some stuff with their younger guys, try to get them better. You know, and as far as Phelps goes, you know, give them an opportunity just to come out and work on things. And like I said earlier, you can't mimic game time play, so whatever they can do to continue to try to get better, try to let this offense and defense evolve for this Phelps team as they will be moving, you know, further on into their schedule. Phelps will play next week on the road. We'll see. No, they're on the road now at Betsy Layne. They got Harlan coming in at home next week, so another tough matchup for them, and I think they need to try to get everything they can out of this second half.
Yeah, just getting out here, getting at least some mental and physical reps out here. Like you said, game time situations, you can't mimic those. So getting out here, fixing everything. And for Betsy Layne too, right now you just need to work on stuff you're having trouble with, like new plays, new concepts you're wanting to run, this is the perfect time to do it, just to get everything settled down, because like we talked about earlier, their schedule coming up is brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some very hard competition coming after this, and Raceland and Paintsville. I mean, so getting everything fixed right now, that's a great way to get ready for those tough games.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, you know, Raceland coming off a 67-7 win last weekend. Haven't seen any halftime scores today. I'm usually pretty much on top of it as far as if I'm not on the air doing the radio. I try to grab all the halftime scores I can. So for anyone listening, we will try to gather those later tonight and put those final scores out. And but as Raceland was playing again tonight, and like you said, they'll be playing Paintsville and then Fairview, and then they'll close with Floyd Central on October 28th. So Betsy Layne really needs a couple games to go their way before they go into this postseason play. And what better way to do it than play good, stiff competition in, like you said, the Raceland and Paintsville team. Paintsville down a little bit this year, but I would imagine they're going to continue to bounce back and get better as the season goes along as well.
Yeah, that Paintsville team has a rich history of playing some great football. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Phelps, they've always got a Phelps down there on that team, and they always got some speed. And Betsy Layne is already back out on the field here, and they'll receive it. They'll get the ball in the second half as Phelps will kick it off to Betsy Layne, and we're getting pretty much set here for third quarter action. Kicker number 10 for Phelps, Tyler Mitchum, I think does a little bit of everything for this Phelps team. We've called his name primarily every time tonight, so when we talk about the special teams, we're talking a lot about him as well, as they'll line it up, and the referee will give us signal to go, and we're underway for third quarter action as Mitchum kicks it off. A little short squib kick to number 11, and he does exactly what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
Get on the ball, get on the ground, and let the offense come out and start. It does look like maybe we had some substitutions there on that special teams, some new non-so-familiar faces coming in for Betsy Layne, but with this offense, it does look like they're going to come back out with that starting offense. Yep. And maybe give them a few more reps. You know, typically you see some people starting to take breaks after a half on something like this, but maybe you let them keep getting that game type situation for next week.
Yep. Oh, this is putting Parsons out at wideout.
Yeah, and who's at quarterback here?
That's Hal.
That's Hal at quarterback. And they got their big tight end or their big linebacker over here, fullback. So as he trips left, little miscommunication there on that Phelps defensive line as he's in the neutral zone. An infraction on him will be offsides against Phelps. Will bring up a 1st and 5 for Betsy Layne from the about the 47-yard line, 48-yard. How about the 48-yard line? We'll call it 1st and 5. As the clock is running, guys, with 10:45 to go, running clock so far in this third quarter. They'll line up again with Betsy Layne in the shotgun. Trips to my left, one man up, one lone back. He looks to make a deep pass to Hal as that pass is thrown well short as Robinson tried to make a play and come back on it.
Yeah, they come out with a little different look as Hal's at quarterback. But I think they're switching back now. Hal's going back to wideout.
Yeah, maybe trying a little trickery there and trying to maybe work on some of the playbook and see what they can. But I'm not so sure his arm is quite ready for that right now, as Robinson had some space but just wasn't able to connect on it. As they'll come back out in the shotgun formation, one man in motion as he'll take the jet sweep. Phelps in the backfield. He makes a man miss a tackle, yes. Second missed tackle. Big hit there on Cutchin at about the 45-yard line. As he'll pick up 13 yards.
It's a nice hard run by.
Is that McCutcheon or
McCutcheon?
Yeah, over on the sidelines. Is you know, I did like to see the pursuit there from that Phelps defense. They were able to get in the backfield. McCutcheon just turned on the jets there and was able to make 2 men miss and able to pick up 13 yards. We got substitutes coming in and off the field. Looks like 61. I don't have him on my roster.
Yeah, I don't have him either.
missed that handoff as we were talking, and
Mitchell
looks
Castle
like
with a
Mitchell
nice run.
Castle, big run for this Phelps team, or excuse me, Betsy Layne team.
And that pickup's going to be good enough for another.
He'll pick that up. That'll be about 40. It's about give him about 38 yards on that run.
Yeah.
Another big run from scrimmage from the Bobcat offense, as they've done a really good job basically taking the ball anywhere they want to take it tonight.
Yet to see Music with another handoff here.
Betsy Layne will be out in the shotgun formation. Music will go in motion.
Handoff again.
Is that Castle again?
Yep, that's
Castle, the ball carrier on the play. Flag on the field.
Do have a flag come in here, Chase. We'll see what this is. Probably holding on the offense, if I was guessing.
got another substitution, 58 that is.
And it is holding against the Bobcats.
It will be holding on the Bobcats. Who's that coming in, 58?
Teddy Dotson.
Teddy Dotson checking in for Phelps, and maybe get a little action in on the line of scrimmage there himself. But that will be a hold against the Bobcat offense, and they'll march it back. It'll be 2nd and 15 from about the 25-yard line, Betsy Layne's 25. Betsy Layne comes out in shotgun formation, one man in motion, jet sweep.
That's Hal.
And Hal picks it up as he'll go untouched and walk into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Betsy Layne Bobcats with 7:32 to go in the third quarter on this running clock. It's now 52, Betsy Layne, Phelps 6. You know, that didn't take long. They just kind of marched it right down the field on 2 big plays, primarily off the backs of the running game for Betsy Layne. And probably something they're going to try to continue to work on. I think they may try to. You saw some big-time down blocking, some linemen really shift and shooting the A-gaps and trying to find their, you know, their way and trying to figure out exactly where they should block and where they shouldn't. So big-time play for Betsy Layne there.
Yeah, this Betsy Layne line, they are holding their own. That's what you like to see. But
and Betsy Layne will line up to kick the extra point. And he's a 2 for 4 tonight on those extra points. And they've went for a couple of 2-point conversions. With 6:40 to go in the third quarter, Betsy Layne 53, Phelps 6. And we'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen, or call 264-8977.
And welcome back to Betsy Layne with 6 minutes to go in the third quarter and the clock running. It's 53-6, Betsy Layne on top. You know, I'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsors. If you want to go ahead and do that, Chase, give them a shout out before they get ready to kick this off. Name a couple of them.
Shout out to Appalachia Wireless, John Greer Hunt, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Howard Family Pharmacy, Aftershock Preparedness, and Nature Pantry Foods.
Good deal as Betsy Layne looks to kick it off. A little short squib kick. Phelps having some issues with it, and they're able to finally corral it. And this special teams from Phelps, once again, moving the ball up the field and putting their offense in a situation to where they're not too far behind they're in their own territory to start their offense.
Yeah, it was a nice little return by Turnmeyer right there. Ball gets bounced back to him, and he takes it 20 yards straight up.
Big-time return there for Turnmeyer. We've called his name a fairly good lot tonight. You know, I think this Phelps team really relies pretty heavily, like you said, on Turnmeyer and their other, was it Mitchum? I think Mitchum. Yeah, and so we'll see what they kind of do here. And with the clock running, it's probably something where maybe they try to run the ball a little bit and just continue to work on their offense and work on things. But they'll come out in the shotgun formation right now. We got a little confusion here on this offensive line, as we've got guys running everywhere. 2 wide outs, 1 up top, 1 lone back. High snap. He's able to catch it and reception made here at the 40-yard line as he's almost going backwards. And, man, look at the guys from this Betsy Layne defense just swarming to the ball. We did have a flag come in here.
Flag on field.
That may be possibly a late hit on Phelps, I believe.
Preliminary signal.
It was a nice pass and throw to Mitchum, but
yeah, and it would be a block. Does look like it's going to be a block in the back on Phelps. And once again, every time they've gotten in a position tonight to do something with the ball, they've, you know, unintentionally hurt themselves by just foolish penalties.
Penalty is declined.
Betsy Layne did decline that penalty, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from Phelps at the 43-yard line. As Phelps will come out in the shotgun formation. One receiver each way, lone tailback. As he'll hand it off early up the middle.
Had him in the backfield. There's a
pretty good run right there by
Bryson Layne.
Number 3, Bryson Layne. Is that who you got?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, number 3, Bryson Layne. And we've got a lot of emotions flying on the sidelines again over here. And, you know.
I mean, as this Phelps team, frustrations setting in. But that's not what you want to see.
No, unnecessary. And didn't see any flags come in, so. You know, that's a good sign that the referees were able to get in and get that taken care of in a hurry, and that way we can get back to live football as the clock is running. So they don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and, there come a late flag now.
Yep.
Not so sure what that one was coming in late, but
Just giving the sideline warning.
that may be against, I do believe that come in against, yes it did, against the referee or the coach. Coach Randy Smith got a sideline warning there on his team, so probably a good thing there to make that call and not negate any yardage that was earned there from the Phelps offense.
Yeah, you don't want to see anyone thrown out of this game because they still got games to play, and you want to see everybody play.
You're right. Both teams got some, a good tough schedule ahead of them, so you don't want to see anybody get tossed because then at that point, they're going to have to miss another game, and that's what you don't want to see for either one of them. But they'll spot the ball here and give it a first down Phelps at the 40-yard line with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. It's 53-6, Betsy Layne. They'll come in shotgun formation, one back in the backfield, 2 wide outs each way. So he'll roll out to the right and make a big pass intended for number 3. A little bit overthrown and run out of bounds. As if that wouldn't have been overthrown, Betsy Layne probably comes up with the interception right there.
Yeah, that's double coverage down the field. This Betsy Layne secondary not having much action, but they're staying true. They're not falling asleep with this run attack that Phelps is giving them.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They haven't had to really do a whole lot tonight because they haven't really had anything come their way. But in the situations when they have, like you said, they've stayed true, they've stayed home, and they've made a play on the ball. So Phelps will come out in a shotgun formation, twins to my right, and a quick handoff in the backfield.
Nice tackle by.
And nothing
64,
going.
Is that Jarvis?
64, Caleb Akers for Betsy Layne. Getting in a big tackle, big play right there. And we'll give Phelps a pickup of about 1 yard. So we'll call it a 3rd down and 9 to go for Phelps as they're at the 39-yard line of Betsy Layne. 26 seconds to go in this third quarter as the play clock continues to tick down. And Betsy Layne, in that tough front defense they've had all night, looking to make some.
They are still sending the house.
And Phelps will come out in the shotgun formation. They'll roll to the right. Under pressure, he'll underthrow it. Almost picked off by Betsy Layne right there. And that will do it with the end of the third quarter coming to a close, and it's 53 Betsy Layne, Phelps 6. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Willie Kreis, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future. But with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children. And with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Kreis, and I paid for this ad.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Betsy Layne High School, and we're here at the end of close of 3 as we look to start fourth quarter action. It's Betsy Layne 53, Phelps 6. Keep in mind at the end of the game we will award a Intermountain Sports Network attorney John Earl Hunt player of the game. At this particular time, Chase, I'd say we're probably leaning still maybe toward the music situation there as far as getting him that kind of award. And so Phelps will come out. Looks like they'll run a reverse here.
Nice reverse.
Little trickery and a big-time block.
Great block.
Huge block as Phelps will go across and run into the end zone, and a big-time play coming out in the fourth quarter.
That's number 10, Mitchum, with a great run. Had great blocking on that outside.
Incredible block. You're right, Chase. That probably the best block Phelps has had all night long to get Mitchum in space and run a little trickery and catch Betsy Layne watching. Don't know that anyone expected that, but do believe there is a flag on the play. I think that may be after he crossed into the end zone. We'll see what the referee says.
Flag is waved on. No flag on the play.
I didn't see it. I was kind of wondering what that flag was because I didn't see anything go wrong there. So nonetheless, the touchdown will stand.
Oh, he didn't score.
Oh, he didn't get in.
Score.
Oh, so excuse me. Wow, didn't even come close to getting in.
No,
It looks like, wow. I don't know what I was watching. It looked like he went completely across the end zone, but so it'll be first and goal from the about the 7-yard line. Phelps will come out in shotgun formation. And they'll make a toss to the back of the end zone.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete. Good toss, heads-up play right there. You know, you kind of want to let your receiver just make a play on it, go up and get it, and that's exactly what Phelps did right there. And gave his receiver a chance to go get it, but incomplete.
Yeah, nice little 50-50 ball there. That's what you want to see because you've lulled them with that run, and that 150-50 ball could have been a touchdown right there, but good defensive play by Betsy Layne.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 10 to go from the, or 2nd and goal from the 7 for Phelps. They'll come back out in that shotgun formation. Twins right, one man in the backfield, and they'll run a fake reverse.
Kind of it. That's number 4.
And the quarterback keeper. Number 4, is that Works?
That's Kinder.
Kinder, okay. Heck yeah, good heads-up play by Phelps there to move it into the end zone. And you know, for the 2nd time tonight and get across the end zone, as that brings it to 53-12 with 9:35 to go in the fourth quarter.
That was a great heads-up play there. They had run that reverse once before. It's what got them down here, and they just faked the reverse and ran it right in.
Yeah, you know, kind of stick to what got you there, and the running game's definitely working for them right now. And they'll come back out to try to get this 2-point conversion. They'll come out in the shotgun formation, fake the handoff, good quick pass over into the end zone, and he does connect on a 2-point conversion. So that'll bring it 53-14 with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break from the Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution, and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. A little sign of life from that Phelps offense right there, Chase. And just I kind of like to see that. Look at them, you know, just keep fighting. That's all you can do. Just keep fighting. I hope that's what their coaches are telling them on the sidelines. From the energy and the frustration we've seen, I think they're still all in on this game.
Yeah, I mean, this is just because the score is how it is. It doesn't mean you stop playing. I mean, they're coming out here. They're still playing, still giving it their all, and that was a great offensive job they put together there. I mean, the execution was great. Calls were great, so.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. I really like that offensive series for Phelps as they line up to kick it off. Been trying to send them back there a little bit tonight, and Mitchum, he's kicked it a couple different ways. We'll see what he chooses to do. A little squib kick again short, as Betsy Layne's number 11.
Isaiah Allen.
Covered by number 11,
Peyton Akers. Yeah, Peyton Akers get on top of it there, and a good heads-up play by him. That's the second time he's done that tonight. As they flip the field again, as Betsy Layne will be going from our left to right on the radio. You know, good heads-up play right there from the special teams. So Betsy Layne got caught watching a little bit on defense right there. I think they'll come out and try to may have woke them up a little bit and get that sleeping giant, you know, back in this situation here. It looks like Betsy Layne will take a timeout. Excuse me, that is Phelps taking a timeout. That'll be their first timeout of the second half. With 7 minutes to go, it's 53-14. We'll take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Fully wireless sensors mean easy installation without damage from drilling. One app gives you total control over every aspect of your home. The ultimate deterrent for porch pirates. Know exactly when you receive a delivery. You need security that is a fully integrated security solution, encrypted end-to-end and professionally monitored. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes from a professional smart security system.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Betsy Layne on top, 53-14. I'd like to take a break and thank our sponsors for live action tonight. Willie Crace, candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. Gerhardt Fiber, Coalfields Telephone. Steve Little for Floyd County Jailer. Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky and Gerhardt TV. You know, Betsy Layne right here on this next series probably try to get back in the end zone and stretch this thing back out. But they got a lot of things they can work on and really open this playbook up. As Betsy Layne comes out in a shotgun formation. Two tailbacks on each side. Looks like Akers in motion there as he'll run the jet sweep and pick up about 6 yards from scrimmage there. Was that his first offensive action tonight?
That was his first.
Peyton Akers, he just gotten in on the special team, so called his name a couple times there in a row. Definitely probably a shining star coming up for this Betsy Layne team, 145-pound DB junior, so got 2 more good years of football left under him.
Yeah, this offense see some new faces out here tonight compared to what we've been seeing.
Betsy Layne will come out in shotgun formation, split tailbacks. We'll move them around a little bit, just kind of a little audible action. As Akers goes in motion again, it'll be a handoff to
number 2, Howell.
Number 2, Landon Howell, another junior for this Betsy Layne Bobcat offense. So correction on the roster, number 11, is Isaiah Allen, and Chase had that right from the get-go, and I probably jumped onto him there. And so number 11, Isaiah Allen, who is getting the action for Betsy Layne. Had some correction on our rosters. Betsy Layne comes back out in shotgun formation, split tailbacks. Isaiah Allen goes in motion, and we'll have a quarterback keep here. Big-time player as he looks, wow. Big-time play, Brady Hall.
Nice.
And that pickup's going to be good enough for another Bobcat first down.
That'll be another Bobcat first down as he'll pick up about 30 yards on that and move it on down the field. Really nice play by Brady. And we, we called his name a lot earlier in that Prestonsburg game we did early in the season. Glad to see him get mixed back in the offense there and at the quarterback position because I think he's really versatile. They could use him in a lot of positions. As they'll come back out under shotgun formation. Brady Hall under center. Split tailbacks. Twins to my right. One man up top. They'll set. Quick handoff out here to number 2, Landon Howe again, as he makes a few misses. We've got a penalty coming in. A big-time tackle there by Mitchum for Phelps.
That's a great open field tackle.
Yeah, man, he's all over the field for Phelps. That Tyler Mitchum, man, we've called his name a lot tonight. That will be a hold on the Betsy Layne offense, so that'll negate the nice run from Howell there, and it'll bring it back, and we'll have a long first down.
Mitchum's just a junior.
And we do have maybe an injury timeout. Like an injury timeout on the field, or I'm not so sure. Betsy Layne may have taken a timeout. Yeah, I do believe so. Betsy Layne takes a timeout with 4:19 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Betsy Layne 53, Phelps 14. And we'll take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
I'm Steve Little, candidate for Floyd County Jailer. I've dedicated over 25 years of my life to public service. Now I'm ready to put that experience to work in public office. As jailer, I'll ensure inmates and staff are kept safe. I'll run a...
Welcome back to Betsy Layne as they had stopped the timeout, and big time run here by the fullback from Betsy Layne, Mitchell Castle.
Flag on the field.
Looks like another penalty will come in on Betsy Layne, so the celebration may end quickly as that all signs points toward another hold against the Betsy Layne offense.
Yeah, Mitchell has a hard run though.
Big time run by Mitchell, you're exactly right, but initial signal from the referee looks like tripping. They're going to call tripping on, no, he called that against. Looks like they've called that against Phelps, as that will be declined, and that will be a touchdown. Betsy Layne.
Touchdown Bobcats. That was number 40 by his legal name.
Number 40, Mitchell Castle, for a big 30-yard rushing touchdown right there for him. So another big heads-up play by Mitchell, who's been really involved in this offense tonight.
If music's not doing it, Mitchell's there.
Absolutely, and they'll line up in the shotgun to go for a two-point conversion. And he'll keep it himself.
Brady Hall.
As Brady Hall will connect on the two-point conversion. We'll make it 59-14 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And we'll take a break on Intermountain Sports Network.
You plan on being there for her for a long, long time. For recitals, soccer games, graduations, until she's a grown-up of her own. But what if you can't be there? Protect what matters most. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about life insurance.
Come push me, Daddy.
Talk to Agent John Greer Hunt today at 606-791-2122.
Welcome back to Betsy Layne. With 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, the Bobcats have extended this lead out to 61-14 over the visiting Phelps Hornets. You know, Chase, that was a big-time run right there by, that was Mitch Castle.
Yep.
And he's done a lot tonight. He's really been involved in offense, and some big-time runs from him. This Phelps team's, you know, they're hanging in there. I'll give them credit. They've come in here and they're continued to fight. They've had some life in each quarter, and they've not laid down. Although the score's been stretched out a little bit and the running clock, I'm pleased with the energy that Phelps has continued to play with.
Yeah, that's a good sign to see. It doesn't matter the score as long as you're out there playing, giving it your all. That's what you like to see out there. But this Betsy Layne offense they're looking great going into their next game, which is, I think, Hurley.
Yep, they'll go play Hurley, and then they'll come right back, and I think they'll play Raceland right after that. So 2 big games for them coming up on the schedule. As Betsy Layne was set to kick it off, looks like number 64, Caleb Akers. Hadn't kicked it all night, but be his first kick for the night. And another little short kick, and they'll kick that right out of bounds. I'm not so sure the thought process there. I don't know. It's an illegal procedure from Betsy Layne. They just lined up and kicked it directly out of bounds.
Yeah, this Betsy Layne defense is honestly doing extremely well tonight. I mean, they have some faces we haven't really seen, but
Bobcat fans,
they're coming out here playing, giving it their all. And this Phelps offense is honestly doing a well job out here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And with 10 seconds to go in the ball game, I think we need to name our Intermountain Sports Network attorney John Earl Hunt player of the game. Would you agree that music would probably be the guy to get that one again tonight?
I have to agree with you. That is a great choice.
And you're exactly right. And that'll do it with our final score. Phelps 14, Betsy Layne Bobcats 61. And like you said at the end of the game, you know, we think we need to go ahead and name that attorney John Earl Hunt player of the game, with none other than Reese Music. So a heads up, awesome, incredible performance by him tonight. That'll do it here at Betsy Layne. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and do some post-game wrap-up, some stats, but we'll take a break on the Intermountain Sports Network.
When life's unfortunate events happen, we sometimes see people at their worst. That's why we make it our goal to give them our best. If you've been involved in an auto accident, have a workers' compensation, Social Security, or SSI claim, you need an attorney with proven results. You need John Earl Hunt.
I'm attorney John Earl Hunt. I believe in the U.S. Constitution and I support the American flag. I'm a country lawyer. I'd be honored to represent you in your case. I'll treat you right. I'll do the best I can to help you.
Aftershock Preparedness presents Bushcraft and Survival Skills Weekend with Dave Canterbury, October 7th through 9th at German Bridge Campgrounds. With our step-by-step outdoor survival course, you'll learn basic skills to more advanced wilderness skills. From building fires to sheltering against disasters, we cover it all. Registration fee includes on-site camping and RV hookups. First come, first serve. For more information, visit AftershockPreparedness.com. Stop by our location just off US 23 at the Red Light at Allen or call 264-8977.
Appalachian Wireless has a plan to make your life simpler. It's called Forward Pay. No contract, no credit check, no problem. Plans start at $19.99 a month and include unlimited talk and text. Or take it to the max with unlimited data plus for only $89.99, which has 50 gig of high-speed data. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Howard Family Pharmacy offers fast and friendly service and drive-thrus at both locations at the intersection in Allen and off Route 80 at Eastern.
Hello, I'm Willie Christ, Democratic candidate for Floyd County Judge Executive. I love the people of Floyd County. It's where my wife and I choose to raise our family. It's where I put God first and serve as a pastor. The youth of Floyd County deserve a bright future, but with the current excess spending of millions of dollars and an unbearable insurance tax of $1.3 million a year, Floyd Countyans cannot keep up with the cost of living. I'll stand for the future of our children, and with your vote together, we can change Floyd County. I'm Willie Christ, and I paid for this.
Betsy Layne High School. Final score from Betsy Layne is the Bobcats 61, Phelps 14. This Betsy Layne team was able to get out and get started early, get some momentum going in the right direction really quickly, Chase. And from that point forward, they just never let up. We had gotten to a running clock late in the second quarter, and that continued in the entire second half. You know, if you want to kind of go over some stats and what this Betsy Layne offense and defense was ready to do, and a little bit of Phelps as well.
Well, for passing for Betsy Layne, Carter Parsons threw 176 passing yards, and number 2, Landon Howell, rushing yards. Reese Music with 193 and 4 touchdowns. McCutcheon with 16 rushing yards and a touchdown. Howell with 17 rushing yards and a touchdown. Number 40, Mitchell Castle with 71 rushing yards and a touchdown. And those are the biggest ones. We had Mitchell with a sack. I mean, Dakota Stumbo really had a 9 on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, if we had to name a defensive player of the game, that definitely would have been Mr. Dakota Stumbo tonight, getting it done in a big way in Betsy Layne. And what do you got on the side for Phelps?
Well, Mounts with the rushing yards of 87, and Mitchum with 55.
Okay, so not a whole lot of offense going on that Phelps side tonight, but, you know, nonetheless, we spoke about that they did come out here and get it done and continue to fight with energy. For Betsy Layne, they'll go on the road again. They will go, let's see, are they going on the road? No, Phelps will go on the road against Harlan next week, and then Betsy Layne, who are they playing next week? Did we say Hurley?
Hurley.
So each will have another tough matchup for them. But yeah, that'll do it here at Betsy Layne, as Betsy Layne's able to close out another big hard-fought victory, and they'll go on top 61-14, and they'll extend that record out to 3-2 as the Phelps Hornets will move to 0-5 on the season. Coming up at the end of this football game, we will show live the 2022 Fall Football Homecoming Queen presentation, where the freshman, sophomore, and junior princesses were also queens. So stay tuned for that. And back in the office with Alex on the radio and Wayne Fugit on video for my partner Chase Mims and myself, Corey Russell. We appreciate you tuning in, and that'll do it at Betsy Layne and the Intermountain Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Hill for our annual football homecoming festivities. This year, we would like to recognize last year's football homecoming queen, Miss Brianna Johnson. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Michelle. Brianna is currently attending the University of Pikeville. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brianna Johnson. Now we will be recognizing our underclassmen homecoming court attendants. First, for our juniors. Our first junior attendant is Caitlin. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Kevin Cottle. She plans to attend the University of Louisville and major in biology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caitlin Cottle. Our next junior attendant is Miss Elizabeth Goodman. Elizabeth is being escorted tonight by her father, Todd Goodman. She plans to attend Eastern Kentucky University, and her future major will be pediatric occupational therapy. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Elizabeth Goodman. Our final junior attendant is Miss Lakin Ward. Lakin is being escorted tonight by Mr. Corey Thacker. Lakin plans to major in pre-law. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lakin Ward. And now for our sophomore attendants. Our first sophomore attendant is Miss Christian Howell. Christian is being escorted tonight by her father, Chris Howell. She plans to attend the University of Kentucky and major in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Christian Howell. This is not right. This is not right. Because I think Brooklyn. Our next sophomore homecoming attendant is Miss Bray Tackett. Bray is being escorted tonight by her father, Brent Tackett. She plans on attending the University of Kentucky and majoring in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bray Tackett. Our final sophomore attendant is Miss Brooklyn Thacker. Brooklyn is being escorted tonight by her father, Brandon Thacker. Brooklyn plans on playing softball for the University of Tennessee and majoring in veterinarian science. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brooklyn Thacker. Now for our 9th grade homecoming attendance. Our first 9th grade attendant is Miss Serenity Boyd. Serenity is being escorted by Jimmy Boyd. Her future plans include becoming a NICU nurse and attending the University of Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Serenity Boyd. Our next 9th grade attendant is Miss Kara Goodman. Kara is being escorted tonight by her father, Will Goodman. And she plans to attend the University of Kentucky and major in cosmetology. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kara Goodman. Our next 9th grade homecoming attendant is Miss Hannah Mitchell. Hannah is being escorted tonight by the old head ball coach, Mr. Jared Jarrell. Hannah plans to attend the University of Kentucky and become an ultrasound technician. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hannah Mitchell. Our final 9th grade attendant is Miss Ashley Young. Ashley is being escorted tonight by Zach Stugal. She plans on attending Morehead State University and majoring in pre-medicine and eventually becoming a NICU doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ashley Young. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Fall Homecoming Underclassmen Court stands before you. We will now announce the winners. Fall Homecoming is Miss Hannah Mitchell. And now for your sophomore princess. Your Fall Football Homecoming 2022 princess is Miss Kristen Howell.
For this and call them in, okay? Thank you.
And now for your junior princess. Your Fall Homecoming 2022 junior princess is Miss Elizabeth Goodman. Ladies, you may now exit the field, and remember to go back to the gym for pictures.
When you get done with that, leave us those names and we'll congratulate them on air. Should say his name on there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our Betsy Layne High School senior homecoming court. Our first senior attendant is Miss Cheyenne Kraft. Cheyenne plans on attending Morehead State University and majoring in nursing. She's being escorted tonight by her brother, Cameron Kraft. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cheyenne Kraft. Our next senior attendant is Miss Sarah Hackney. Sarah is being escorted tonight by her uncle, Harlan McKinney. She plans on attending the Galen College of Nursing and majoring in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sarah. Our next senior attendant is Miss Hayden. She's not on there. She's not on there.
Thinking that I and I mentioned the nursing so somewhere in there. That's where it's unless you want to do homework. If you want to leave here, there's anything you can do here and in the next. But it's not going through. If I had to do it all over, and it was my open goal when I did it in the building.
This one's worth the wait. Our next senior homecoming attendant is Miss Alyssa Hayden. Alyssa is being escorted tonight by her father, Nathan Hayden. She plans on attending Morehead State University and being an art teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alyssa Hayden. Our next senior attendant is Miss Emily Johnson. Emily plans on attending Eastern Kentucky University and majoring in sports medicine. She is being escorted tonight by her mother, Susan Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Johnson. Our next senior attendant is Miss Cadence Mullins. Cadence is being escorted tonight by her uncle, Jonathan Newsom. She plans on attending the University of Kentucky and majoring in engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cadence Mullins. Our next senior homecoming attendant is Miss Maya Tackett. Majaya is planning on attending Morehead University, but is uncertain about her major at this time. She's being escorted tonight by her father, Herschel Tackett. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Majaya Tackett. Our last senior homecoming attendant is Miss Mackenzie Watson. Mackenzie is being escorted tonight by her father, Dennis Watson. She plans to attend Eastern Kentucky University in the fall and major in pre-law. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mackenzie Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, the fall 2022 senior homecoming court stands before you at this time. Now we'll announce the winner. Your 2022 fall football homecoming queen is Miss Cheyenne Kraft. Once again, congratulations to all of our 2022 football homecoming representatives, and thank you for attending.